Well, g'day Spurs fans, Paul the Hotspur hippie here in East Balmain, former working class suburb of Sydney. Now it's all posh. Woke up this morning, man. Woke up this morning, did my usual cursory glance of the news of Spurs, and hey, what a surprise, eh? It is Levy out. Levy out. Replaced by a non-executive chairman, Peter Charrington, a former banker with a hair transplant. So my initial response was, you know, I don't care. I don't really care about all this business shenanigans. You know, I really don't. It's only the football I care about. But I saw a bit, and I did a stream. We talked about it, but I just watched a bit of Ali Gold, and his first take seems to be that the Lewis family actually pushed Levy out. Although old man Joe Lewis, while he's having his stem cell cocktails on his yacht, wasn't hugely involved, well, wasn't involved with Spurs at all. His family, Spurs fans. So I'm more optimistic about that. I always have reservations about, you know, the amount of money in football, but I guess having owners that are actually fans of the club is a good thing. So that's nice to hear. And it seems to be maybe just in 20 years or 25 years that 2 trophies are not enough, and they want more. So that's good. That's very good. None of the journalists saw this coming. No one saw this coming. None of the ITKs, no one at all. It was all kept very, very hush hush. Ali G said it was out of respect to Daniel Levy, but I mean, you're just not going to, whether it's respect or not, you're not going to be public about something like this until it happens. So pushed out, 2 trophies not enough, and that's a good thing. There's lots of changes happening at the club, and now don't get me wrong, this ain't I'm bitter and twisted about Ange going and all that. Life is what it is. I think Thomas Frank is the man for the job. He's doing a great job. But I hope maybe if we build on this success and we do stuff, that maybe people will look back on Ange Postecoglou's tenure as a turning point. A turning point. Ange he's a football fan, a football fanatic. He cares very much about the fans, as do a lot of, you know, proper good players. They enjoy seeing how much happiness football gives to so many people. And Ange is one of those guys. And I think Ange knew he was putting his job on the line, but he knew what the club needed was success. And that's what he gave us. And I think perhaps also people could look a bit kinder back at the tenure of Jose Mourinho as well. I think he was very hard done by. And he tried to do exactly the same thing when he was manager. He thought, well, the league, we ain't winning it. There's a cup on offer, the Carabao Cup. Let's go for that. And that cost him his job. And, you know, he would have known that. I'm sure he's no idiot either. Unfortunately, the stakes for Jose were, or the reward for Jose was a lot lower than the reward for Ange Postecoglou. And at that stage, I think we were like 6th in the league as well. That's what he tried to do though. But with Ange, the league had already fallen away. But there's a Champions League. There's a Champions League place up for grabs. I think that's important to the likes of Levy. And of course a European trophy instead of the Carabao Cup. So I think Ange and Jose, different styles of football, but I think they've got a very similar approach to what football means and what's important in football, and it's all about success. Winning trophies, winning silverware. Okay, sure, you might sacrifice a league or focus on a cup instead of a league to win something this year, but that allows you to build on further successes for the following years. You know, you don't just go from 0 to 100 unless you're really lucky in football. And I think both those managers had exactly the right idea. And I think Ange would have known his job was on the line, but he just did it anyway because it was the right thing to do. It was right for us. It was right for the club, it was right for the team. So in some ways I'm even more grateful to what Ange did for us than at the time, because maybe this was the wake-up call that the owners of Tottenham, the Lewis family, needed to recognise that we're a club that needs to win stuff. We've always been a club that wins stuff, and we need to keep doing that. So if the owners are up for that, I'm happy, you know, not that I really care too much about them. And at the end of the day, Levy, I'm not going to be sad for him. And if you're a Levy fan out there, I don't know if there's many, but there's a few out there, don't be sad for him. He's still going to walk away with like £1 billion if they sell up. Apparently there's no plans at the moment to sell up though. My first initial thought actually was, oh, the club must be selling, and Levy, you know, I mean, look, if I was going to get £1 billion, would I turn up to work? No, would I fuck? So that's kind of what I first thought, was maybe there's a deal in the offing and they just thought, nah, let's go to the pub. But no, it looks like he was pushed out. So Peter Charrington, don't care, worked for Citibank, hair transplant. By the way, memberships and super chats are available if you want to sort this out. But there are definitely things changing at the club, aren't there? Definitely things changing at the club. This transfer window, which is the main thing I care about, is the football, has been the best transfer window I can remember in a very, very long time. Very long time. Be nice if not the new owners, if the owners did something about season ticket prices and brought in concessions and things, you know, brought that back and did things like that. I think there have been signs since Vinay came in that they're making a bit more effort with the fans. Whether it's enough or not, I don't know. So the fact that Levy is gone, I'm not really fussed. The main thing that gives me more hope though is that the Lewis family really apparently want us to succeed on the pitch. And of course the number of times we're going to hear, and I get so frustrated when I hear this, about whenever I hear the phrase, we've got a world-class stadium, you know what's coming next, and world-class training facilities. I don't give a shit. I don't give actually Levy much credit at all as a businessman. People say he's a genius businessman. The fact is Spurs have been one of the biggest clubs in England for God knows how long. For God knows how long. Now, since, you know, you could say that maybe you've added 2 more clubs to that, Chelsea and Manchester City. I think Newcastle were a widely supported club anyway, I'm not going to include them. So you've added 2 more to the pot, but Tottenham should be in the mix maintaining that sort of level anyway, because the amount of income, all the revenue for the club ultimately comes from us. Whether it's ticket prices or whether it's tickets or whether it's football kits, even if it's sponsorship. If it's sponsorship, that, you know, companies aren't out there donating to Tottenham for the kindness of their hearts. They know that they're going to get a return on it. Where does that return come from? Fans putting their hands in their pockets and buying goods and services. So the amount of money and the size of this club has always been huge. And I think that successive owners have actually kept us down. I think it started kind of with Irving Scholar and his business diversity that almost bankrupted the club. Then you had Alan Sugar, who ripped the heart and soul out of the club. All the meantime, money's still coming in from us. And Levy, I just don't think when you're having that much money coming in to turn it into something, I don't think that's wonderful genius business stuff. And we're not the only club that have redeveloped our ground. I mean, those clowns down the road have done it, although our stadium's obviously better. But people are saying things like Daniel Levy built the stadium. No, he told other people to do it. He didn't design it himself. He didn't lay the bricks. He just said, oh, well, we've got all this money. Let's build a stadium. Let's take out a loan. A loan, debt incurred by the club, that the fans are paying for. So I think people give too much kudos to so-called great business. I think when you've got millions and millions and millions, you've got to be an absolute moron to take it down the docks and put it all on Snake Eyes or something like that, you know. So anyway, he's gone. He's gone. Might as well say good riddance, fuck it. I looked at some of the reaction from the Spursosphere. I see Savas seems to be more happier about this than winning a Europa League. This is the crazy world of fans we live in. I don't know the reaction of too many other people. I saw the release by Change of Tottenham, which humbly said, whilst we don't take credit for this happening, all right, well, why are you saying that? Well, what's going to happen with all these protests and discontentment now? People have made an absolute industry on the internet about fostering hatred for Levy and Enoch. Okay, you kind of got a bit of what you want now. What do you do now? What do you do now? Like I say, it's a dog chasing a car down the road. What happens when the dog chases the car? It just sort of goes, I don't know what to do now. So I don't know what their next move will be. Probably find something else to whinge about, I suppose. Whereas here on this channel, I'm talking about this now. I've got to talk about this now because it's bloody news, isn't it? It's just happened. But my focus is always the football and how the team makes me feel. This is a feelings, not facts channel. People are, I think, we're using the Enoch and Levy out thing to try and gain notoriety, to gain attention, to gain a following. Well, that's all fucked off now, isn't it? Fucked off. You've got to find some other battle to fight now. What I would suggest to people is get behind the team. Get behind the team, as always. Stop being distracted by other shit. Watch the game, tell us what you feel about the game, how you feel we're playing. Hopefully in a positive way. We'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting. It's a bit of a shake-up, isn't it? A bit of a shake-up that's going to happen, a bit of disturbance. Which way will the rice fall on the ground? Who knows? What patterns will it display? What is the new landscape? Is it going to be Charrington out? Even I think the whole Enoch out, I wonder if that is becoming pointless now, because like I said, if we've got owners that are Tottenham fans and maybe winning the Europa League has ignited something that's like, oh shit, this is what football's about. Fucking forgot about that. And they're going all steam ahead to bring us success. Maybe they weren't happy that Ange was sacked. I don't know about that. Levy said it was unanimous, wasn't it? I still think we've got to give credit to Ange though for getting the ball rolling, and Jose before him. Conte maybe not so much. But I'm really hoping and in Thomas Frank's corner that he's got a great opportunity, hasn't he? He's got a great opportunity. I think we've got a fine squad of players. There's always improvements that can be made, but from where we were 2 or 3 years ago, I think it's, I know we finished 4th in the league under Conte and all that, but I think our squad and team is far better than it was back then. So we have come a long way, and there's a long way to go. There always is in football. It's always infinite horizons. But I think it's going to be good times for Tottenham. Good times for Tottenham. But I say this every year anyway, even when we're arse. I'm always enthusiastic and optimistic about Spurs because I'm a dreamer. I love dreaming. Football gives me those emotions of hope every single year. So even if you have a rubbish year, at least I know at the start of every season I'm going to be happy and full of eyes of wonder. We will see how it falls out, man. Falls out. Charrington, like I say, banker with a hair transplant, so he can't have too much sense, can he? Go ball gracefully, you know. Just do it. Or don't bother with, what was it, Rogaine? You become like a heroin junkie on Rogaine, you know. You stop taking that shit for a week and your hair falls out and you're done. Just go bald, mate. Go bald. Don't matter, does it? But, oh well. So he's got a bit of a narcissistic streak in him, as all these rich twats have. But as far as what we're doing football-wise, the transfers, Thomas Frank, I'm very, very happy. Very, very happy. So we'll see what the other lot make of this over the time, because now they've got less to fucking moan about. We'll see how they go. We'll see what happens to change for Tottenham and all that shit. All these season ticket holders doing protests. Oh wow, that's going to hurt, isn't it? I hope this quells a bit of the noise, though. Quells a bit of the noise around the team, which will allow them to focus on the job at hand instead of being distracted by discontent and people booing and balloons at half time or 23 minutes or whatever, all that shit. It's kind of over for the moment. A bit of a hiatus at least anyway. Well, yet to have something happen in the international break, and this is a big one, isn't it? It's a huge one. But Levy is going to be just fine, as are his children, grandchildren, great-great-grandchildren, because he's going to walk away someday with £1 billion. So I don't care about him. That's all our money in the first place. That's where we gave it to him. I don't know, man. Ownerships, boardroom kerfuffles, all that sort of stuff. It don't excite me. Having leadership at the top that supports the team, no. Hey, that's something else. So Joe Lewis's daughter seems to be, and grandchildren seem to be up for the club, and yeah, I know it's a class thing and they're all wealthy. But hey, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I'm not supporting them. I'm supporting Tottenham Hotspur Football Club and Thomas Frank and all the boys. Let's go and do it, folks. Let's go and fucking win some more shit. The time is right. I can feel it. I can feel it in the air, man. Till next time, folks. Peace and love, man. Peace and love, and come on, you Spurs.